Wait. It's you, isn't it? I am Zhang Liao. We've met before. I wonder if you remember me. Indeed. We once stood on opposite sides of the battlefield. My apologies for approaching you so bluntly. People have started to talk of you throughout the land. I had hoped to meet you properly one day. A skilled martial artist who walks among heroes on the battlefield, and yet who has not sworn allegiance to any particular lord. I wonder, what drives you to keep fighting? You fight simply to survive. Well, that's as good a reason as any, I suppose. In my case, I fight for my lord, for Lord Louis Bu. That is my duty as his vassal. But you are free. Your reason for fighting comes from within. Unlike me, you feel no need to serve. I will admit, I'm a little envious. You mean, leave Lord Louis Bu? Admittedly, he is a man of terrifying power. But Lord Louis Bu is the greatest warrior to have ever lived. Fighting under him is an honor, and I feel no shame in serving him. I am committed to my lord, and I would give my life for him. That is my purpose in life. Apologies. I have taken up too much of your time with my wayward chatter. But I have enjoyed this talk. You have my thanks. As souls of the battlefield in this chaotic world, may we meet again, as allies or as enemies. When that day comes, I will show you what I am capable of. I wish you well until then. Oh. As expected, only you would be able to corner me undetected like that. But I know you mean me no harm. It's just that I was deep in thought for a moment there. Well, perhaps it looked that way to an observer, me just standing here like this. I'm glad we were able to meet here. There's a little matter I wish to discuss with you if you have a moment. Thank you. I knew I could count on your kindness. That's exactly why I feel I can confide in you. After facing defeat in Xiaopei, I prepared myself for my inevitable execution. I believed the blade of Lord Louis Bu should decay along with him, and I promised that I would ensure Lord Louis Bu was punished in the afterlife. Despite my conviction, Lord Cao Cao tried to convince me otherwise. He said he could not understand why a self-professed blade would choose to succumb to rust. He asked me to join him and said, "On the path before me lies what you seek." So you understand what he meant. I have yet to grasp the meaning of Lord Cao Cao's words. I was content to simply be a weapon for whomever I served. I sought nothing more than that. That is why I cannot understand. Lord Cao Cao seems to know what I seek. But I cannot even fathom what it is that we are walking towards together. Perhaps I must change under Lord Cao Cao's command. But I don't even know where to begin. You're right. It is not like me to think so deeply about such trivial matters. Thank you. Talking with you always calms me and gives my mind clarity. I will continue to serve Lord Cao Cao as best I can, and continue to believe there is something waiting for me in the future. I was fortunate to have friends like Lord Guan Yu, to have training partners like Lord Xu Huang, to have advisors like Lord Xiahou Dun, military strategists like Lord Guo Jia and the others. And of course, you. There are many people from whom I can learn a great deal. There's not even a moment in which rust can form on this blade. And through further study, I'm sure to find the answer I seek. I'm just finishing up my training. If you have the time, I'd like to get to know you a bit better. Thank you. Talking with you always has a way of clearing my mind. Do you remember the last time we spoke? I was conflicted about my reason to fight. At the time, I believed I was simply a weapon for my lord. That was all I could think of. That was why I couldn't understand Lord Cao Cao when he spoke of the future. I was indeed. I'm afraid I caused you unnecessary bother, but no need to worry anymore. After fighting alongside you and all our great allies, I finally understand. Becoming a Lord's weapon does not mean to simply fight mindlessly. It means to take the will of one's Lord as their own. And if the Lord treads off the true path, they must be prepared to correct them. That is true fealty. That unyielding spirit is the mark of becoming a Lord's weapon. When I said I would ensure Lord Louis Bu was punished in the afterlife, Lord Cao Cao saw through me. He saw that this blade can still be sharpened further. You see through to the essence of matters as he does, don't you? However, this revelation of mine is still fresh. I may yet lose my way once again. If I do, I hope you can help me one more time. As someone with the same Lord, who knows all my flaws and insecurities, I entrust to you my everything, my dearest friend.